Oh, Ori, breaks my heart every time. Me and Ryan have been holding hands all the way through that trailer there. Wow. Moving on. If there was one thing I know about E3, it's that if there's anything Forza related to be done, I will be there. I've written it into my contract and just got everyone else out of the way. And right now, I'm joined by Ryan Cooper, the executive producer of Forza Motorsport 7, to tell us all about some of the new and improved customization coming to Forza. Ryan, welcome to our stage.
Thanks
what do you
for
think
having
of this?
me.
Pretty
It's
cool,
amazing.
isn't it? Fantastic.
All these fans, it's amazing.
And we've got the booth open, you've got Forza Motorsport 7 in the back here with two amazing sleds.
Two amazing sleds,
Tell us about
4K
them.
curved glass, hydraulic sleds, showing off ultra high definition 4K graphics. It's amazing.
I love it. It's what makes Forza Motorsport 7 so special. How has it been to get, real players in there playing?
It's been great. I mean, we've had a really positive response on how the game looks. Ultra high definition 4K, thanks to the power of the Xbox One X. It's a monster. And we've also been hearing a lot of feedback, positive feedback from the fans about our driving experience, which is great because that's a big addition to Forza Motorsport 7, the driving thrill and how the cars feel on track. And so now when you're barreling down a track at 200 miles an hour, you'll hear parts shake and rattle. We've taken the sound and we've brought it up to 11. It creates for a greater sense of immersion.
All right, so we talked to Bill yesterday on the Daily Show a lot about cars and tracks and new locations and stuff, but I want to dive a bit deeper into that experience, that feel of driving. And specifically, how has the extra power of the Xbox One X unlocked that for you? Has that been the difference for you?
It really has. I mean, we reimagined everything when it came to the driving experience. And so now we really want to make sure that players feel, what does it actually feel like to drive one of over 700 cars in this game, over 30 tracks. And so we put a lot of detail into really making sure people feel immersed in that. And I mentioned the part shaking. We've got new physics, so the driver's moving with the car. We've got new collision cameras. It's just a real thrilling race experience.
I was talking to Dan Greenaway earlier today, and the word he used to describe that high-speed feel of racing was violent. And I love that because you get the sense, even in the trailer yesterday we saw there was those moments where cars were getting bumped and rubbed. You could see the driver whiplashing in. Is that a good way to describe it?
Absolutely, absolutely. We want you to feel that danger, that intensity.
Yeah.
We call it the white knuckle moment from the safety of your living room.
Right, absolutely. And it adds a lot to the gameplay experience, right?
Absolutely,
Makes it more
does.
dramatic.
That's why people buy our game, is they love the driving experience. They love the content, they love the way the game looks, and they love the way the game feels.
Yeah. Are you hearing that from fans, that it feels different to them? Are you getting that feedback?
We are. We were at the Fan Fest last night, and people were coming out of the kiosks and the sled, and they were telling us, wow, this just feels different. It feels different. I can't quite put my finger on it, but the driving experience is really amazing, which is great because that's really what we're going for with FM7 is we want something that looks beautiful, 4K graphics, ultra high definition, lots of content, and then we want it to play really, really great.
All right, so I want to ask you about the driver gear in the game. I'm really excited about this because I love the idea of having my driver and customizing that driver. So what is driver gear?
Well, driver gear gives us an additional option to provide players with greater personalization. And personalization has always been at the heart of Forza Motorsport, whether it's the way you use the livery editor to customize your car, or the Drivatar system. And now with driver gear, you'll have the ability to select from one of over 300 race suits in the game.
Nice. Okay, so what kind of options are we going to see in there? Is there licensed stuff?
Well, you're going to see everything from vintage race suits all the way up to modern day race suits, and we've even got some pop culture inspired race suits as well.
Oh, excellent. But you can't give us any details today.
You'll see them in...
Please give us some details today.
Stay tuned.
Oh,
you will see.
I thought I could try and sneak it in there just a little bit. I'll give you the puppy dog eyes.
You'll see drivers wearing their suits in pre-race, post-race. You'll see them in multiplayer lobbies. It's going to be really great.
All right, cool. One of the things we saw in the trailer again was the driver being out of the car quite a lot, right? Which I haven't really seen in Forza Motorsport before. Why did you make that decision to show the driver out of the car?
Yeah, I mean, the car has always been the star in Forza Motorsport. In Forza Motorsport 7, that's certainly no exception. But we're hearing from our fans that they wanted to see more drivers, so we pulled the driver out of the car. Pre-race, post-race, online multiplayer lobbies. Now you'll be able to show off and express yourself to your friends with all this great race gear.
And that's a big deal, right? Because when you're playing multiplayer, you really want that driver to be
Absolutely.
you, right?
Absolutely.
When you're unique to you.
You do. When you're playing the career and you unlock some really cool suit, you want to be able to put it on and show off to your friends. Absolutely.
Right. So this is good. You're kind of bringing in some of those learnings, I guess, from games where there's loot and there's collectibles into Forza Motorsport 7, right?
Absolutely.
Is that fair?
Yeah, we're always listening to our fans and our community and trying to make the best game we can for them.
Are you doing any kind of special driver gear here at E3?
It just so happens that if you head over to the booth and you race on the sled, we will have this card for you right here.
Oh, nice.
With a 5x5 code at the back where you will receive an exclusive E3 driver suit.
Good. Don't show the back of that because there is a code on there and I want to take it. Can you see this, camera? Look at that. Nice code. Oh, and there's... Can I keep this one?
It's yours.
Ah,
Unless someone's already redeemed it. Then I have another one for you.
Oh, 2. Okay, everyone gets one. Ryan, you're an absolute star. Thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers very much.
Cheers.
I can't wait to get over and play it on the sled. I'll do that soon.